Okay, so moving to item 5, the Finance and Performance Committee, accounting treatment of 50 million capitalisation of the Otautahi Community Housing Trust. Raf, did you want to make any comment on this one?
Yes, so this arose out of feedback from Audit New Zealand through last year's annual audit process. The original resolution that Council had passed in terms of this $50 million transfer to the Housing Trust, split between a $5 million gift and a $45 million interest-free loan, hadn't been correctly or proposed to be correctly treated as far as Audit New Zealand were concerned. So essentially the treatment of the loan, in their view, should have been treated as an asset held for sale that was to receive no consideration. Therefore the loan didn't have value and should be written down to zero. So that is what this item is doing. It's recognising that in next year's accounts, presuming this transfer goes ahead, that loan will be written down to zero on the balance sheet.
Yeah, to the extent of the properties that are transferred?
Yes.
That's what the limitation will be?
Yeah. So it's essentially the advice we got at the time wasn't quite correct, and actually it really is a gift. And the loan piece is really to make sure that if the trust were to wind up, that value would return back to Council.
Thank you. The discussion at the Finance and Performance Committee meeting really centred around whether there would be an impact on rates, and that was the reason why the Finance Committee added resolution number 4, reflecting the outcome of that discussion and question and answers at the Finance and Performance Committee. So, are there any questions on this paper? Yanni.
2 questions in light of the comment that was just made from the chair of the committee. So absolutely, if the trust winds up, this money will come back to us.
Value will come back to us, whether that's money, land or buildings. Yes, correct.
Right. And the second question is, how much does this reduce our current housing valuation asset by? So it doesn't impact on rates, but it reduces Council's value of our housing asset by how much in total?
How much do we have?
350.
So 29 million over 350.
So it's not 45, it's 29.
Depending on the value of the properties transferred, ones that have been agreed to transfer is 29 million. The balance was to come at a future date. So of that 29 million would be over the 350 million housing stock.
Can I jump in there?
Raf, jump in, yes, please.
In terms of the balance sheet, the asset value of the housing piece will go down by 45 million in total. The loan that is set against it, which was supposed to balance that, will be written down to zero. So the overall balance sheet will go down by 45 million.
So our housing goes from 350 million to about 300 million.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Are there any further questions? Do I have a mover for the committee recommendation? Raf's happy to move. Seconder? Aaron? Any debate? All those in favour, say aye. Aye. Against? That's carried. Thank you.